Role of scientists important to boost Malaysia into a high technological nation. South Africa accuses rich countries of fueling vaccine appetite. Hello and good afternoon. Thanks for tuning in. You're watching Updates at Noon with me, Azlani. Scientists have huge responsibility to help the country achieve a high technological nation status spearheaded by an innovative economy by 2030. Health Minister Khairy Jamaluddin said they play an important role in knowledge and technology applications to make decisions based on facts and information.
Ladies and gentlemen, the COVID-19 pandemic has greatly changed the way we go about our daily lives, but at the same time, it has prompted us to apply science and technology creatively and innovatively. Integrated efforts among scientists have seen the production of the COVID-19 vaccines in a very short time. This proves that scientists, of course, play a crucial and important role in the application of knowledge and technology, especially in new fields like artificial intelligence, big data analytics, and blockchain to make critical decisions based on facts and information.
The Health Minister added that an excellent mind in the scientific community, together with the collaboration of science, technology and innovation, will lead to high-value development for the people. All 154 People's Housing Programs, PPR, throughout the country will be getting wireless hotspots under the National Digital Network Jendela PPR program to meet the objective of making Malaysia livable is achieved. Housing and Local Government Minister Datuk Sri Rizal American said in the initial stage, 36 PPRs would be installed with the internet facilities to benefit more than 150,000 residents of the programs, including in Selangor and Negeri Sembilan. According to him, at the moment, 80 PPR projects have been equipped with fibre optic infrastructure, while 53 are being upgraded, while upgrading for another 21 PPR projects are on the cards. In this regard, he said all new PPR projects need to be equipped with fibre optic elements as implemented in 2 PPRs in Langkawi before this to enable residents to enjoy better internet access. He said the Housing and Local Government Ministry, KPKT, is committed to ensuring good internet network to improve connectivity and digital communication among PPR residents and give value add in the context of the Malaysian family in a livable Malaysia. He added that KPKT would introduce the Malaysia Livability Index early next year, encompassing the approved plans by the local authorities and to make PPRs more sustainable and relevant for the future generations. Finance Minister Datuk Sri Tengku Zafrul Tengku Abdul Aziz, when tabling Budget 2022 on 29th October, announced an allocation of 30 million ringgit for the PPR Jendela to ensure occupants of such places are not marginalized from the world of digitization. The government will set up a panel of experts to review the ceiling price of the existing affordable housing. Deputy Housing and Local Government Minister Datuk Sri Ismail Abdul Muttalib said this was in view of the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on the people's economy. Elaborating further, Datuk Sri Ismail said currently the ceiling price of affordable housing is set at 300,000 ringgit. This needs to be reviewed as many people are affected and have slipped from the M40 group to the B40 group due to the COVID-19 pandemic. He said the ministry would also look into the proposal to implement the rent-to-own RTO scheme for the People's Housing Project to assist more people with low income to own a house. Meanwhile, the Deputy Minister said a total of 34 Terima projects have been completed to date, involving 26,337 units, while 27 projects were under construction and another 2,264 units in the planning stage. As for the Malaysian Civil Servants' housing project, a total of 164 projects have been completed involving 24,717 units, 65 projects under construction and 44 projects in the planning stage. Meanwhile, Dato' Sri Ismail said Syarikat Perumahan Negara Berhad SPNB was currently monitoring 12 SIG projects nationwide. He added that of the total, 2 projects have obtained the Certificate of Completion and Compliance (CCC) in stages, namely one project in Gurun, Kedah and another one in Batu Gajah, Perak. Malaysia is on track to achieve the targeted gross domestic product GDP growth of 3 to 4% this year despite the emergence of the Omicron variant. Finance Minister Tengku Dato' Sri Zafrul Abdul Aziz said the government is monitoring the situation closely and remains confident that the country is on track to meet this year's GDP target. Tengku Dato' Sri Zafrul stressed that the government is committed to safeguard the people and ensure business continuity given their importance to the economy, and it will always provide strong support to the ecosystem. This is reflected by the 8 economic stimulus packages worth 530 billion ringgit launched over the last 2 years to address the crisis stemming from the COVID-19. Commenting on global concerns over inflation, the finance minister said Malaysia is not spared in experiencing higher inflation rate following supply chain disruption in light of the COVID-19 pandemic, and it would take time for the global supply chain to be back to where it was before. He said in terms of manufacturing, Malaysia has been lucky as the country's export has gone up by 25% in the first 10 months of this year compared to last year. Tengku Dato' Sri Zafrul added that the government has played an integral role in the supply chain and trade as well as also improved formulation whereby the country stands to benefit from the opening up of the economy. The Social Security Organisation SOCSO and Malaysian AIDS Foundation MAF has signed a memorandum of understanding to empower contributors among people living with HIV/AIDS PLHA. Through this strategic cooperation, SOCSO and MAF will implement the Prevention and Disability Management Program, which includes the implementation of Comprehensive Disability Management Initiative, prevention and health promotion for the benefit of PLHA. Citing data from the Department of Statistics in Malaysia, SOCSO was represented by its Chief Executive Dato' Sri Dr. Muhammad Azman Aziz Muhammad, said until last year, 88% of 80,428 PLHA in Malaysia were between 20 and 49 years old and classified as active workers or labour force. Therefore, he said to guarantee the marketability of PLHA in the country's labour market, it is important to ensure their health is at the optimum level so that they will not lose their ability to work or become invalid. Meanwhile, MAF Chairman Professor Dr. Adiba Kamaruzzaman said SOCSO's support to its PLHA scheme is important to achieve the target to end the AIDS epidemic by 2030, which is highly dependent on the ability to connect PHLA with the RAV treatment. She said the National Health and Morbidity Survey conducted by the Health Ministry last year found that 75% of Malaysian adults have shown stigma towards PLHA compared to 22.6% who have sufficient knowledge about HIV or AIDS. Therefore, she hoped the collaboration would help MAF to overcome social stigma and discrimination faced by PLHA, in addition to attain more support from other government agencies. It's double pair Chan Peng Soon and Goh Liu Ying in action in the BWF World Championship 2021 as they have pulled out from the competition just 6 days before it kicks off in Huelva, Spain. Lamenting their decision to withdraw, the 32-year-old Liu Ying cited age factor, fitness and the increase in COVID-19 cases worldwide as the main reason for throwing in the towel. Commenting further on the decision, Liu said after weighing the pros and cons, both shuttlers they are 3-1 in their opening Group B match of the AFF Suzuki Cup at Bishan Stadium in Singapore. The Harimau Malaya squad dominated some parts of the match and earned the full 3 points as they fended off spirited counterattacks by Cambodia. Tan Cheng Ho's chargers made their chances count and managed to score in the 23rd minute when Safawi Rasid converted a penalty kick, sending Cambodian keeper Kio Soksela in the opposite direction as he tugged the ball into the right side of the goal. Referee Shukri Hussein Al-Hunfush had awarded Malaysia the penalty after Ken Chanso picked foul Muhammad Akia Rashid in the penalty box, earning himself a yellow card in the process. The Angkor Warriors, under the tutelage of former Japanese footballer Ryo Hirose, were determined to equalize and mounted repeated counter-attacks, but were held back by Malaysia's defence, with veteran keeper Khairul Fahmi Chekmat in fine form as he staved off all attempts in the first half. Malaysia extended their lead in the second half through Akia, who received a beautiful long pass from Shafiq Ahmad and outwitted two Cambodian defenders before slotting the ball into the back of the net in the 60th minute. The national squad then put the match beyond reach when substitute M. Kogiliswaran scored off a short cross by Lukman Hakim Shamsuddin in the 79th minute. Cambodia managed to reply through a penalty by South Rosip in the final 90th minute. Today's edition of Updates at Noon, in our top story, role of scientists important to boost Malaysia into a high technological nation. News at 10 comes on this evening on My Freeview's Berita RTM news channel. You can also watch it online on RTM's Clicks website and mobile app. I'm Azlan Yadani. Thank you for watching and have a pleasant afternoon.